I knew love, but I didn't know self-love. My name is Lynn Roos. I'm a 61-year-old grandmother from Alexandria, Virginia. Earliest memories of myself are of being overweight. I was the girl that my father called fat. I was the girl that my brother said, why don't you lose weight? My siblings were all thin. My brother's thin. My sister was known as Skinny Minnie. And I would question, was I adopted? Because I didn't think I belonged in that family. Food has been my go-to comfort for 59 years of my life. Memories of my grandmother in the kitchen making cinnamon buns, my soul lights up when I think of that. Part of that equation, I am addicted to sugar. And I began to just tell myself, I'm happy the way I am. This is the way I'm meant to be. I look good. And I truly believed I looked good. I was the one smiling. I was the one joking. But inside, I was crying. I found myself at 339 pounds, the heaviest I had ever been in my whole life. I was 54 years old and I couldn't walk. I did some therapy to try to deal with the girl that was crying inside. As I was coming out of those therapy sessions, I began to see my supervisor gaining all this energy. And one day, I just had to ask her, what was the change? And she told me about Ideal Protein. She lost 50 pounds and she's going to yoga and she's doing aerobic exercise and just so happy. And so I am an all or nothing kind of person, and I was ready then. And I wanted a part of it. And the pounds started melting away, and it literally melted away. In 13 and a half months, I lost 182 pounds. I had not had a full-length mirror in my home since I was a young girl. When I was down about 100 pounds, I asked my husband to get a full-length mirror. And the first day I stood there and looked at myself in the full-length mirror, I cried because finally, for the first time, I wasn't seeing the 339 pounds. My daughter loves to shop. The day I could walk in and my daughter and I could shop together and both of us walk out with bags, I can't even find the words to tell you what that felt like. I am living for the first time in my life. I have a 2-year-old grandson now who never knew me as the heavy grandma. Noah would turn around and look at me and go faster. I can catch up to him. I can get him in a stronghold and hold on tight when he tries to run away. Noah is never going to know heavy Grammy. This is a freedom like I have never felt in any other year of my life. What Ideal Protein has given me is a lifestyle change, not a diet. I used to look at people riding their bikes, and I'd yearn inside to be those people. And now we pursued a dream of riding our bikes across the Woodrow Wilson Bridge to National Harbor. And when we got to National Harbor, it was like, okay, what do you want to do next? That's what life has become. What do you want to do next? Which drives my daughter crazy. She'll say, Mom, why are you doing these things? And I'll just look at her and I'll say, because I can. What a moment it was to be lifted in air. And yes, I know they probably would have lifted me at 339 pounds, but to be lifted in air, to not have to get a special costume, that they could just hand me one over the counter, just like they handed everyone else. These are things you don't think about. I have a picture hanging at the top of my stairs. I'm probably around 300 pounds, and a number of my daughters have repeatedly said, why don't you get a new picture of you and Dad? I don't want to. For some reason, that picture, I see it every day. It's serving as a reminder to me of the woman that was, but that the woman is no longer here.